everyone. My name is Michelle Montgomery Holmes. I came on today to talk to you about fear. It's been a while since I've been on my YouTube channel, but this was something that was very important to me because I know a lot of people is dealing with this. Fear. I would like to give you a couple of definitions. The first one is, fear is a feeling of anxiety concerning the outcome of something. Number two, to avoid the risk of a particular thing happening. So fear partners with anxiety to make sure your ending is aborted. Because if you have a good ending, then you'll do it again. A feeling of anxiety concerning the outcome of something to avoid the risk of a particular thing happening. Now, fear does not discriminate. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a man, woman, girl, or boy. Fear is a nasty, nagging, life-altering spirit that comes to steal, kill, and destroy your life. Mentally, spiritually, physically, relationally, and financially. Its job is to steal your time on this earth, to kill your visions, destroy your confidence, your passion, your creativity, keeping you focused on things that doesn't matter, things that add no value to your life. In other words, it keeps you wasting your time and time again. Just wasting valuable time of your life. Now, the Bible clearly states in John 10:10 that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But God has come to give you life and give it to you more abundantly in its fullness. This verse sets up a contrast between the thief, the destroyer, Satan, let's not be confused in who he is, and Jesus, the life giver. Now, I could stay right there all day, but I'm going to move on because I can't stand Satan. Now, everyone has experienced fear, which is normal. It's normal to be fearful, but it's not normal to be stifled with fear. Let me give you a couple of examples of normal fear. Your first day of school, your first day on a job, or introducing yourself to someone, or something simple as making an announcement. It's normal fear. It's normal fear when you have to speak before a group, or if you have to perform before a large audience. But what's not normal is what I call crippling fear. If crippling fear is not addressed, it will attack your mental health and paralyze your ability to grow. I understand how you may feel. I'm a poet, an author, and a playwright. I've dealt with crippling fear before. Wondering if people would like what I'm presenting, if I can create what I've been asked to write, or if I will forget the words to a poem. I would really be fearful of those things. But my biggest fear of all was thinking that I wasn't enough. Afraid that my credentials didn't line up with others. I'm going to give you an example. When I first started, the first time I was in an event, the first program I was on, I only had one poem at the time. When they introduced the speakers, they had all these accolades that came with their names. And at that time, I didn't even have my GED. I have it now, but I didn't have it then. But thank God, who was then our chief of police, Chief Roper, who happened to also be a minister. He so graciously helped me to acquire my GED. But that's another story to be told at another time. When they introduced me, it went a little something like this. Okay. Introducing Michelle Montgomery, a mother, a grandmother, who is going to recite a poem for us today. I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. I prayed while all the other speakers were speaking. I never heard anything they said. My stomach was bubbling, my mouth was dry. When my time was at hand, my knees were shaking and knocking. I was just a mess. Then I had an out-of-body experience. And I knew that God was surely with me, because I delivered my poem with passion and appreciation. I had no idea who was reciting this poem. It couldn't be me. It was like that line from The Color Purple. I asked myself, Hopper, who that girl? Because it couldn't be me. I didn't have confidence, but I was so appreciative that God had given me this opportunity to be a part of this event. I was so afraid, but I did it anyway, and the Holy Spirit took over. Now, when the program was over, to my shock and dismay, the speakers and the audience were coming up to me asking me for a copy of my poem, which I didn't have. I didn't even remember anything about the event. As I told you earlier, it was an out-of-body experience. But it was in that moment that I realized what I had. But I still didn't understand who I was. I didn't understand the gift that I had been given. I didn't understand the power that I had to assist in helping others, motivating people, ministering to people, entertaining people with the gift that God had given me. I didn't get that. So I was unable to be consistent in presenting the creative ideas that the Holy Spirit had given me. I would do some things on a small scale, but never being consistent. I was holding on to all these ideas that the Lord was downloading in me. I would write the ideas down, and I would keep them in my mind, but they were so big. They were big productions and unique and things that I had never seen anyone else do. And it was just too big for me. But no more. No more. Big is His will for my life. So big is the will that I have for my life too. I know now what my part is in this. It's to trust in the Holy Spirit. Be sure that I'm led by the Spirit in whatever I do. This means that I'm being sent. I'm not just doing something on my own. The Holy Spirit is sending me. So that removes the pressure. It removes the pressure off me. I'm praying before every event, and the rest is up to the Holy Spirit. And I've noticed anyway, normally 2 to 3 minutes into whatever you're doing, the fear just dissipates. Faith, this is what I've learned. Faith automatically takes the pressure off me. My faith in what the Holy Spirit has given to me to give to you takes the pressure off me. And the fear goes away. And he comes through every time. So, be on the lookout for big things. Big things coming from me, Michelle Montgomery Holmes. Because I now know that faith counteracts fear. So let's do this thing together and kick fear in the rear. Thank you for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. God bless you all. Peace.